Hello, traders out there in trader land. This is the weekend edition, good through Sunday, December 16th, 2012. My name is Des Woodruff, and I'll be your analyst for the next few minutes here, giving you the very latest, the very best technical analysis here on the broad market. As a whole, week ended up bearish on Friday. Markets down, the S&P down almost 0.5%, Nasdaq down 0.7%, but the Russell's not down quite as much. I mean, it's just down a fraction really. Banks off by 0.4%. VIX up 2.66%. We're at 17. We hadn't seen 17 in a while. Gold down, silver down, crude oil up 0.7%. US dollar off by 0.5%. What's interesting here is the market still failed to rally even with the dollar beat down by a full 0.5%. Interesting. And taking a look here at the S&P daily, as expected, we did continue to drop here. We are now big time in these moving averages. Anything can happen in here. I don't even like to guess what happens when we're inside the moving averages. Just know that we could start building a pinching type pattern. I'm going to draw a line now right here. So this is a line that I'm watching, and we just be watching. For the markets to go bullish, we're going to have to get over this line here in this area of resistance 1428, which is just a huge one. So we really got to get past those two areas. But right now the momentum is to the downside. Make sure you're protected as a bull. If you look here at the weekly chart, this is hugely problematic. Let me share this with you. We drop, so we have a nice bull pullback off of this big leg here. We rally, but the problem is it looks like that rally's come to an end already. It hasn't even made it up to resistance, let alone made a higher swing high. Do you see that? It's stopping already. We have a shooting star below the 20-week moving average. So if we start to drop here, next area of support would be 1400, but then we could start heading down. And if it starts to drop, you're going to build a triangle right here. And this triangle right here, this could be a breakdown ready to start happening. If you look here at the monthly chart on the S&P, you got a rising wedge to look at these blue lines, but this is a major trend line coming down right here. So this is continuing actually resistance, really tough, but it's building a high base, which is more bullish. So the markets on the monthly time frame can in fact start to get bullish, and we could rally, but I think on the shorter time frame we have a better chance at dropping. If we do start to drop, it could be a nasty little drop getting down here, I would say somewhere around 1344, which would be a bloodbath in the markets here, for a while at least. If you look at the Nasdaq, this is a monthly chart. Last month we went down, came right back up, but we're still feeling some heat now for the month, but we're in this symmetrical triangle. They could break out, they could break down, anything can happen. We are above all major moving averages, but I don't know how long that's going to last. If you look at the weekly chart, again, we got a tweezer top at a 20-week moving average. We've come back down, shooting star, but we're finding support at the 50-week moving average, but it looks like it's wanting to drop. If so, we're going to draw another trend line coming down. It's a pinching pattern below the moving averages, or kind of in the middle of them, but below the 20 and the 50 week. And that could build a lot of power for a breakout or a breakdown. And on the daily, kind of a double top. See the M formation? M for murder. And this looks like it's going to get nasty soon. And I could see a nice little drop happening right here. Let's take a look at Apple, because I know it took it on the chin. I was talking about buying opportunity. Well, that's out the door. I mean, what a big drop that we received. But I said 500 would really be a nice one. Let me share with you why. We're at a nice area of support, or we're getting near there. I could see 500 being a great buying opportunity. The peg ratio on this is 0.6 something, so it's way undervalued for what the worth of the stock is. And if you look here on the weekly chart, I don't like this at all. You can see resistance, support. It's broken that support. So 500 is going to be a little bit of a risk here to make a purchase at 500 because of that. And if you look at the monthly chart, you got a little support here. Nice bull pullback on smaller volume here. Well, actually bigger volume. Yeah, the volume's not too bad. I don't like how big these massive candlesticks are dropping though. But you have the rising 20-month moving average, which could act as nice support. And let's take a look at Google while we're here. Google on the weekly chart, it's kind of a little bear pullback, a bear flag even, kind of. So be careful with any longs here. Get your stop losses in place. On the daily, it's we do have an inverted head and shoulders, a bull pullback, a rally above all major moving averages, but it's under a little bit of pressure here, and this thing could start to drop. If you are playing Google right now, the area that you're gonna need to watch for is this line: support, support, support. If it breaks below it, I would say if you get below 695, you're not gonna want any piece of this anymore, especially if we get a close there. That's important. Let's go to Facebook. Take a look at Facebook. Now, Facebook had this awesome opportunity to break out over resistance on this daily chart, but on Friday we come crashing back down. On the weekly chart here, nice run, still holding its own. It could build a high base, a slight little pullback, giving you yet another buying opportunity on Facebook. On the monthly, even though it's a red candlestick, we have a higher high, higher low. It's just in an up leg. It's making back a lot of the money that it's lost. So that's good to see. Let's look at gold while we're here. Gold on a daily chart, I don't like this at all. The last couple of days, Thursday and Friday, we're below a trend line. Ouch. If you look here at a weekly, it broke this trend line coming up higher. It's starting to drop, but there's a lot of support here. Question is, can it hold that support or will it break down through? And on the monthly part of this, it's just a little bull pullback to a moving average. Actually, let me increase that so we can see it a bit more. So we have support here, support here. We're right at that support. Makes this a line chart. You can really see this support here, support, support. We're right at it and just a hair below it. Again, you can go to full screen and watch this in high definition to see it. But that's where we're at. Question for you: what are you going to do differently in 2013 to change things in your trading? What major decisions are you going to make to set yourself apart? Take care, safe trading. Hope you team with us. That much more going into 2013.
This may not be you, but traders who come to Grok Trade for help are sharp, well-educated, and have made money in the past. However, they weren't executing consistently nor disciplined in managing risk. They bought high and sold low. They let small losses turn into large losses. They kept losing money. This does not have to be you. They made a change before it was too late. Grok Trade students trade within the live markets with confidence. Get signed up today before it's too late for your trading.